Welcome back. I'm here with you today to share the high life. Yeah, the good life. Drinking beer. That's right. We got here today Miller High Life. If y'all haven't seen it, well, you're freaking blind. It's everywhere. There's a lot of history to the Miller Brewing Company. I believe they are out of, when I looked it up here, Milwaukee. Yep, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like a lot of the big boys, were up in that area back in the day. And there's more than I can get in this video with the history of this brewery. It's so big, and they bounce around. They were called Sab Miller at one time, which was the South American breweries. And I remember that. I'm like, really? South America's buying out Miller? And then they had to deal with InBev and all that, and then Coors, and that's what I think it is now. It's like Miller Coors or Molson Coors. It's like there's a lot to it. For some, it's a big company. It's one of them. It is a mega brewery of the world. Everybody's heard of Miller, so not much to it. It's a Miller. These are great beers just for parties and all that. It's the champagne of beer. Yeah. Maybe back in the 80s and stuff, yeah. And tell you what, I would take this over Bud Light or any light kind of crap any day. Any day. Smells like beer. Now this is considered to be, oh, come on now, fit it in there. Yeah, that's what she said. Considered to be a American lager. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. That is definitely beautiful. It's, gorgeous, clear. Highly filtered. I love how when you look up underneath at the bottom of the filter, how it looks. It's so cool. It looks like a champagne almost, except it's got a better head on it. So, yeah, I'd just call that straw yellow color for sure. It's really light. I would call that straw. This is like a 2, for sure. 2 on the scale.
Hold this up a little higher.
It's definitely very light. So, salud. Yeah, that's beer. That's like what you grew up thinking beer was supposed to be. It's really good. It's very, I guess you could say bland. There's really not much there. It's like, your basic cereal grain malts, barley. What is actually, I got the thing here, let's look. So it's 2 or 6 row barley with high percentage of rice and corn as adjuncts. Well, that's not just this one. This one, that's your typical American lager. They don't really tell you what they put in theirs. Yep.
While you're looking on the can, what is the percentage of that one?
If this pops in at 4.6% ABV. So I'm not sure if they use corn or if they use rice. They don't really say. Might have to do some research to find that. I can tell you it tastes pretty good. I'm guessing if they do, it's probably rice. Or it could be corn. Maybe that's that whole thing with those commercials lately about corn and corn syrup and crap like that in the beers. Remember, y'all might remember the Bud Light commercials. We only use this, and they use corn syrup. They had the big old thing of corn, like, oh, we don't want that. And the king, dilly, send it off to them. We don't use corn syrup. So, it's not a bad beer. It's a basic, very basic beer. That's the basic of great beers. So, I definitely wouldn't turn it down. I'd choose this over them light, pissy beers any day. But I drink those damn pissy beers too, especially if they're free. Till next time, Live the high life. Salute.